Alright, and hey there Proxyians, and this is Proxify here, and guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Wind Waker HD Let's Play. So, if you guys missed out during our last episode, we are finally now here at the very beginning area of Wind Waker. We are here at Outset Island. We got ourselves the tunic, and now here for this episode for today, guys, is that we're going to be going and jumping on into, well, basically get ourselves both with the sword and also with the shield for this episode. Now, if you guys could go and probably tell, I think when we were kind of exploring around here within Outset Island, there was a whole bunch of trees that we can't really go and do that too much about, because like you see that we actually have that 10 rupee there. Unfortunately, we can't really go and do anything about it because we don't have the shield, well, we don't have the shield, but we also don't have with the sword as well too, because we actually have to go and make sure that we have to go and cut down on those trees there. Well, here over at this little house, we can actually go and reach on over to where Orca is actually going to be, and we're going to go and meet up with Orca pretty soon, but also as well too, we also do have the beetle boat. Now, the beetle boat is going to become pretty handy a little bit later on. I'm not going to go into too much detail about it right now, but you can find like a whole bunch of different items. You can find like the baits as well. You can find some of these special type of pairs type of things where you can actually go and use that to kind of help out around within certain different islands, where you actually have to use a seagull to actually go and grab out on most of the heart pieces, and also a few of the hidden switches to actually land on over to get those type of heart pieces as well. But for right now, let's just go ahead inside over here to where Orca's place is going to be, and it seems like we actually got this gentleman up here, and we're going to kind of go and basically learn about how we actually have to go and basically L target on different enemies and whatnot, and that's going to become pretty important a little bit later on, because when we actually do go and start heading on over to like where Dragon Roost Island is going to be, and a few other different type of areas as well too, we're going to be going and using like the grapple hook, so we have to go and make sure that we have to use the L target feature at all times, and that also goes for with enemies as well too. And speaking about the grapple hook, you can actually do some pretty cool things within that grapple hook as well. And first of all, we'll go and speak on over to Orca here first, and then I'll go and talk about how the grapple hook actually works in a little bit as well. But here we go. So we're going to get ourselves ready, and Orca actually does have a little bit of a mini game as well once you actually do go and complete off with this little tutorial section first. But if you can actually go and land out on actually hitting him 100 different times perfectly, you'll actually get yourself a thing known as the Great Spin, or like the Tornado Strike or something like that. I can't really remember exactly on how on what the wording of the special attack is, but if you actually get to learn yourself like the Great Spin, I think that's what is known as, you'll be able to do like a lot of damage to all the enemies, and be able to do like so much stuff. But unfortunately, you will get dizzy in the process. Now, so what we have to do here is that we actually have to do some vertical striking. Now, since I am playing this on Wii U, this may probably be a little bit different to me, so just kind of bear in mind here, because I'm not playing this on GameCube, but we just need to keep on just doing some vertical strikes for a little bit, and he's just going to keep on blocking the attacks, and then once he says that we're ready to go, now we just have to just go and do a vertical slice, and that's basically holding down with the ZL button, and also with pressing on B. So, we just go and do something like that, and then we just go and keep on swinging like no tomorrow, and we just keep on doing this here until he goes and tells us a little bit something else. So very good. So next is the thrust. So hold down with the ZL and then lift up forward and then press B, and then come at me and thrust with your sword. Okay, now this one may probably be a little bit difficult, but I think I can probably get this one. Okay, so there we go. So okay, so keep thrusting. All right, well let's go and keep on doing this here for a little bit. All right. Oh no. I know. I'm sorry, man. I'm going to keep on thrusting. Don't worry. Alright, I think we're good now. So next is the spin attack. So hold the B briefly. Okay, so all we have to do here for this is that we just have to go and hold it down and then go for the nice good swing. Alright, so now we just have to just keep on doing this for a little bit. And this man's going to get himself a little bit stuck here. Nice. So next is harder. So try the parry attack. Alright, now the parry attack we kind of have to move out of the way a little bit, because we want to make sure that we have enough room here. But yeah, the parry attack is going to be something that is going to be really nice. But, oh, here we go. Wait, so we have to wait until we get perfectly ready, and then just roll around and strike them like that. Now that's going to help us a whole lot when we start battling out with some of those dark nuts. But we just have to wait until the parry strikes happens around, and there we go. Perfect, so very good. So now finally it's the jump attack. So draw your sword and then just press with the A button. And this is the one that I always like doing. So there we go. And perfect. So here we go. We have to do it once more. And I think we're finally ready. So that was a fine display. Okay, so now I think finally, after all this time, and yet I sense a certain anxious in the sword that you hold, so an eagerness that goes far beyond the mere desire to be wielded in the fields of battle. So yeah, so I think finally by now we can actually be able to go and get ourselves the sword that we want. So nice. So we got ourselves the hero sword. I can't wait until one day that Wind Waker HD may probably actually have a randomizer function, because I don't think for right now Wind Waker HD does not actually have a randomizer type of function. And I'm kind of curious to see if there's any special items that are around here. I don't think there is. No free rupees. It's just some extra things to go and smash around if you want to do some more training, I guess. It's kind of like heading on over in Phantom Hourglass, where you can like just go and do a whole bunch of training at the very beginning of that one area. And I forget what his name is, but you can like train up there all you want if you don't know how to do the sorting properly. So now all that we have to do now is head on over here to where Grandma's place is, and I think by this point we should be able to get our sword and shield, and we're all ready to rock and roll. And I guess a common question of the day for you guys is here for this game is what is your favorite like type of mission on getting like both the sword and the shield within the Zelda game? Because for me personally, I think my favorite has to be Twilight Princess, because that's when you have to do like some Metal Gear Solid like wolf type of type of situation. And the best part about that is that well, I think we can't really go and do anything about with the shield just yet. But my favorite part about it is that you get to like become Wolf Link, and then you get to like kind of scare out all the different type of citizens or the villagers that are going to be around there. But you kind of have to like kind of be very sneaky to like go and pick up like with the shield and also with the sword, because I know they have to do one over at like one person's house to like actually pick up the sword, and then there's like another house where you have to kind of like hop through like one of the rooftops to actually get to the person's place to actually pick up with the shield. I think that's like my favorite. But speaking about Twilight Princess, I will actually be heading on over back to that game at some point, well, later on. And I think right now, I think we have to head up through this way, right? Because I think this is where we actually do need to go and continue onwards a little bit further, because this will actually take us a little bit further up to the very top of this way. So I want to make sure that this is the correct area for it. Alright, and I think this is going to take us right to it. Yep, it's right here. So what's this signpost going to read? So no entry. Well, you know what? I'm going to enter it anyways, damn it. I can do whatever I need to do now. I already got myself the sword, and I'm ready to head all the way up here now. Okay, so now normally this is where you would need to have the Deku Leaf at this point, and you would actually need to fly on over to the other side of this place, but unfortunately we can't really go and do it right now. So very fast to the side ahead, so at least we kind of already know that we can go and do something about this. But yeah, so this bridge is already open to us, but at some point this whole bridge is not going to be all that there anymore. And that's going to be a little bit scary. But for right now we can actually go and head right on inside. And I think we have to go and save Tetra, I think, right? I think that's what's going on. Because this is what we need to go and do here for a little bit. So, oh yeah, there's Tetra right there. Don't worry, we're coming to save you. Let's see, where do I have to go up from here? I guess we're just to keep on following up through this way. Now, I think at some point we're going to be meeting up with the Bokoblins, which, those have been a pretty common type of enemy that we've been seeing throughout the Zelda games for some time. And there we go. See you later, buddy. These guys get really easy later on, because, like, they're, like, no match for us. But speaking about Bokoblins, and speaking about the grapple hook that I was actually talking to you about, those guys actually do have one thing that I actually do kind of want to actually go and pick up, and those things are going to be known as joy pendants. Now, we're going to be seeing joy pendants a whole lot here within Wind Waker, but unfortunately this is a great fairy fountain area. Unfortunately we do not have bombs, but we can come back to that later. But we have to get that when we get ourselves the Deku Leaf for right now. But we have to go and save Tetra at the moment. And they're going to be bringing us some more Bokoblins. Oh, how great. Something that I did not want to have to go and see at this exact moment. Alright, but here we go. Well, I guess this is where your spin attack would probably come into play if you want to go and do it. But these guys, again, are really not that difficult. But when they actually do start getting the shields, though, then that's when things could be a little bit of a problem. But it shouldn't be too bad. Oh, and now Tetra finally has awakened. Uh-oh. That's not good. If she keeps on moving like that, the whole tree's gonna snap, and it does. Jeez. Tetra, what have you done now? Ouch. Yep. Whoa, that get up. Well, whatever. So where am I? Oh, right, that giant bird came and, Miss Tetra. Oh, God, it's this dude. Now, he's going to become someone a little bit later on within, like, Spirit Tracks, which I do have to say, I think his name is Gonzo, I want to say. I can't really remember. I can't really recall the pirates' names that are here on Tetra's ship. But well, let's just stand there and let's go. It's time to repay our debt to that burning fool. But Miss, what about this boy? Don't worry about him. Come on. Okay. Well, off he goes. And he's gonna be like the train conductor guy that actually kind of helps us out, actually get ourselves like with the tutorial of how the train works with the Spirit Tracks, which I will actually be doing a Spirit Tracks Let's Play at some point. I think I will probably be doing that. I think once I actually finish off with Wind Waker, and I think that's what my next objective is gonna be. And I'm very happy that I actually went and purchased off with both Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks before the eShop is actually closing, like on the actual Wii U itself, because I don't know if you guys really know about this, and I think I already kind of explained about this already within my within one of my episodes from before. Oh no, Arrow. Yep. So now Helmrock King actually went and picked up Arrow right there. There's no way that you can reach there, Link. Even a Deku Leaf can't even help you for that. Okay. But don't worry, we'll be headed to Forsaken Fortress at some point. It's just not going to be right now. We don't even have our shields. And what are we even supposed to even do with any of the moblins? Now, heading on over to the Forsaken Fortress, we actually have to go and be very sneaky throughout there. We can't really just go and head in there full blazing like later on within the actual game itself, because we are having to come back to Forsaken Fortress a little bit later on within the game. But for right now, we have to be sneaky Link for the time being. Oh, but there's one of the retails. So, whoa. Just who you are and where do you get off with butting in on someone else's conversation? Please, all I mean is to say that if you have big bad pirates had it come to this quiet little island, that poor old girl would have been snatched away by that bird. I think even if Tetra and the pirates actually weren't even here, I'm pretty certain just with that Helmrock King alone would probably come by and literally pick up Arrow anyways. So I think it doesn't really matter. So haven't any of you heard that young girls have been getting kidnapped lately from all regions of the Great Sea? Yep, and then we're actually be knowing all about that a little bit later on as well too. So my point is that the bird mistook that poor girl for you, and that's why I grabbed her. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that I was young Prox here who saved you from that monsters in the forest, wasn't it? Is that true? While I'm at it, I may as well tell you that the bird kidnapped both you and Proc's sister and made out into the foul nest of the Forsaken Fortress, which we already kind of know about. But also some other news that have been hearing a little bit throughout the gaming world right now is that apparently Sega is supposed to be making a Sega Dreamcast Mini. Now, from what I also have been hearing is that Sega is already in the works, I think, of making a Mega Drive 2 Mini or something like that of that nature, where we could actually play Mega Drive games from the classic Genesis type of side of things, which I think that's gonna be really cool. Because for me personally, I do actually have a Sega Genesis, but I never actually had the Mega Drive function for that, so it's pretty cool. So what time are we at right now? 13 minutes, so I think we can now go and finally head on over back to where grandmother's place is, and I think we could actually finally be able to get ourselves the shield finally, and be able to head on our way on over to it. Now, I think this is where our grandmother is going to get a little bit disappointed and sad that unfortunately we're going to be making our adventure, but unfortunately that has to happen. We have to go on our adventure, or else we can't not do anything right now. So what is it, Prox? Please tell Grandma what's troubling you. So yes, unfortunately Arrow has been kidnapped and I need to get your shield. Can I finally be able to grab it now? Oh, well it's not there anymore. Well, that's not good. So I guess, so does grandmother have it? I think she does. So Prox, don't worry, we'll be safe. We've already battled out with some Macablins already, so it really shouldn't be all that too much of a problem. Now, once we get on over to the Forsaken Fortress, there is going to be moblins that are going to be there, and that's why we need to kind of be a little bit sneaky around there, because if they do actually get ourselves spotted, which you can actually get yourself spotted if you want to, you will actually get yourself, I think you may probably get yourself a heart piece or something, I think, in there, or something of that sort. And the moblins actually do have a few things that are also kind of important as well too within this game, which are going to be the King's Crest, I think that's what they're known as. And you can actually go and give those to someone, I think, within Windfall, within the Windfall region, and you can actually be able to, or the Windfall Island type of section, you can actually be able to get yourself, I think, maybe a heart piece, I think, from them or something like that. And then there's also two with skull necklaces as well, which I think that also comes from the Moblins. But I could be mistaken because I think the Knight's Crest or like the King's Crest, I think those could probably come from the Deku or not Deku, from the Dark Nut type of enemies that are here. So wow, with that decrepit old shield, are you sure that you can still use that thing? Well, I think I'm ready. Let's go. Yes, I am ready. I'm ready for anything. Go and shoot me out in that cannon and blast me to the Forsaken Fortress. I'm ready. And off we go and set sail. Now, I don't know if we can actually be able to go and skip this, but unfortunately, I don't think that is going to be that possible. Now, also too, one thing that I did not actually get to realize is that there is a minus function for this game where you can actually just make everything go and play right off from the actual Wii U gamepad and not even have to worry about playing it on the TV. But since I am doing this, of course, as a recording of a Let's Play, I do not want to have to hit that minus button and actually make everything go and literally play right off from the gamepad, or else you guys won't be able to see anything. That would not be good at all. But hopefully you guys went and checked out with episode 2 of the Soul Link of the Nuzlocke that me and Silverhawk are doing right now for BDSP, which I am very happy about. Yep, and off we go. We're heading out of the outset finally. How much longer is this gonna go on? Do you think that do you have an estimate? Really? Come on, man. We're doing like a big, huge like goodbye celebration type of thing, and then Tetra just has to go and ruin the fun, right? I can tell that you're just going on and to get more sentimental from here on out. But there's still time, you know. Are you sure that you should just turn around and just take you back to your island? No, we're not wimps. We're ready. I know. We're ready for anything. Okay, well, let's go and move on forward. So I guess we can get our finally, well, now we have to go and do something else that is going to be here, which, we're going to have to now go and do a little bit of some rope swinging type of section that's going to be here. So who's this guy? So start right there. This is Mrs. Tetra's cabin. Most of us real pirates aren't even allowed in here, so there's no way that we're letting you an outsider. Don't you even think it. Okay, well fine then. I'm not even going to even worry about it then. Oh, well there's this guy. I know that he's pretty familiar with the Toon Link games. So, well, so ahoy there, Swami. As for today, Nico. Now I promise that I'll be, well, go easy on you. And so do as I say, okay? Alright, so first off, let's go and take a little test of the pirates and have it taken. It's a bit of a doozy, so get ready. Alright. Well, I know how we need to go and get this done. So yeah, we have to go and press on the switch here, and then that will actually, be able to open up the doorway that we actually do need to go and hop through all these annoying rope swinging challenges. But I think here, playing this on Wii U, I think this will actually go by a little bit faster, I would probably have to say. Because I know that playing on GameCube, it was a little bit challenging because you kind of had to like rotate with the camera as well too with what was going on. But I think this one shouldn't be too entirely bad. But there you go. So if you jump right from the rope, then you can go and grab and swing onto it. Okay, well cool. I wonder if you can kind of cheese a few things. I think you can actually cheese this a little bit and make things a little bit faster for you. Because I don't think you have to go and really worry about every single type of rope that there is. But since I kind of want to play it safe, I think I may probably want to go and hop onto every rope that is going to be here. So of course, you manage to go and do it faster and I'll reward you. Okay, well, let's see if we can go and do that. Alright, so we'll have to go and jump and then... There we go. Okay, whew. Let's see. Just jump it that way. Nice. Okay. And do it again. Perfect. Oh no. Make it. Wow, I cannot believe I actually did it perfectly that time around. That was like literally on my first attempt. I remember when I first did this, like on my channel, like the first time around on the GameCube version. That actually took me quite some time. But I wonder if it's okay just to give that to him. But I don't see why not. I'll get it busted. But alright, Swami, I'll tell you what. You can go and have the treasure of that chest over there. Is your reward. It's from the generous Nico. Alright, so hurry and take it before someone comes. Okay, we'll make sure that we go and grab it. I wonder what type of item is this going to be. Now, it does seem like this is a special chest, so anything that is special around with these may probably hold out something good. Yep, guys, that's a spoil bag. So nice. So now we can actually be able to go and add inventory type of stuff with inside the spoil bag. So that would be for like grabbing out with all the different yeah, you know what, we'll actually just head down right from here. which then we'll be able to go and add in with those skull necklaces and add in with all those king's knights crest type of stuff that we're going to be able to go and see a little bit later on, and also with joy pendants as well too. Now, the joy pendants, we actually have to go and take those over to Windfall Island as well, too. And we have to go and give that over to a special teacher. And if we actually get ourselves, I think, I want to say at least 60 or 70 of the different joy pendants, I believe from there, what is going to happen is that then we will actually be able to get ourselves a awesome, cool little item, which that will actually be really cool because it actually has all the different HP bars for all the different enemies. And it will actually be known as the Hero's Mask. And I wonder if we can, no, we can't move around with the steering wheel at all. So I guess I have to go ahead up here, I guess, maybe. So let's go ahead all the way up here. I think there must be a cannon or something, because I know that they're going to try and launch us over to where the Forsaken Fortress is, and I'm going to end off the episode when we actually do go and land on over to that place exactly. So what were you doing with Nico, huh? Nothing, Tetra. Don't tell me that you're playing with some stupid game for treasure, were you? Maybe. Well, whatever. There's something that you need to see. Have a look over there. That's the cursed island known as the Forsaken Fortress. Yep, and there it is. And we do not want to get spotted by those lights, because if we do, then that's going to become a problem. There's all sorts of strange rumors that in this place, and what to do as long as, yep, and there's the Hover Rock King right there, but there was just a small time, but now that the place looks pretty dangerous. So, I knew it. Look. So over there. Where? So by that window. So it seems like we may probably have to head on over to that section. Have you ever seen so many seagulls flocked like that from before? I bet you anything in that place is where they got your sister locked up. Well, also, too, not only that, but speaking about seagulls, is that Tetra actually does have a good point. These seagulls are actually become somewhat important as well, too, a little bit later on, because we're going to be meeting up with some big Octoroks, and these guys are going to become important because there is going to have some very, well, awesome little cool rewards from knocking out on all the different Octos. You have like a 4-eye Octo, I think, and then you have an 8-eye Octo, a 6-eye Octo, and I think a 12-eye Octo, and I think there's only like 4 of those big Octoroks that are going to be there. The 8th one and the 4th one are actually not that too bad, but it's the 6th and the 12th one that you can probably have a little bit of difficulties with. Uh-oh, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh no, and they're gonna blast us now. Oh, you want to hold on for dear life, Link? Oh my god. I have to say, any of the 2 Link games with the comedy in it is just so good, man. Okay, there we go. Oh, no, there goes our sword. Oh, what am I supposed to do now? Well, at least the sword fell through the same exact spot that I think we were at, right? Well, probably not. I think we're going to be swordless now. That's just not fun. So welcome to Forsaken Fortress now. And, remember, and make sure that with those barrels, we kind of have to go and do a little bit of sneaky sneak with the barrels. Yeah, we're all wet now. Oh. And even though I just got out of the water, I fell right back into the water. Your sword landed all the way up there. Shoot, I'm sorry. I apologize. I guess my head was a little bit off. Yeah, so look at your face. Priceless. So, yep, now we got ourselves this little amulet here. So I slipped this stone into your pocket just before we fired you over there. So don't ordinary stone either. See what you're doing. So if you see an A, you better go press that button. You know, unfortunately, this is kind of like the work of Navi, I guess. But it's not all that too entirely bad. But sometimes you don't really have to go and actually answer it all that too much. I know there's like a few main important things that happen here and there, but we need to go pick up with the barrel. It was just to be very cautiously moving around in this place. And even if you just walk, like just even like a little bit, even if you're like within the barrel section, like walking around here, you will get yourself spotted either way. But I'm going to go and hold this off until next time. So thank you guys so much for watching. In the next one, we're going to go and continue a little bit with some more with inside the Forsaken Fortress. For the next episode that is going to, well, for the next 2 videos that are going to happen right on after this, you guys will be seeing with Kirby and also with more Pokemon Shield Randomizer Nuzlocke. I just wanted to kind of go and just do back-to-back episodes with both Wind Waker here, just so that since we are getting into a brand new, well, with the brand new series and everything that's going to be going on, I kind of wanted to kind of make this go on a little bit longer. I will be doing Donkey Kong Country on the GBA as well too, so hope you guys do go and check it on that. That is going to be another thing that is going to be finished, or well, another thing that is going to be happening once Kirby Forgotten Land is going to be finished. That's what I was supposed to be saying. But I'll see you guys then, and of course, peace.